Hi friends, today we will discuss about one of the abnormal labor process which can be happen during labor. So usually we all know there are two main abnormal labor process that we called precipitated labor and prolonged labor. So today I will discuss about precipitated labor. So this precipitated labor is otherwise called precipitous labor. Here the total duration of the labor process will be less than 3 hours from the onset of true labor contraction. In short, it is a abnormally rapid labor process which complete within 3 hours from the onset of true labor contraction. Here I will explain about the risk factors of precipitated labor. These are previous history of precipitated labor, a young maternal age, high multiparity, a very efficient uterus which have a strong and frequent uterine contraction, low birth weight baby, uterine abnormalities or oversensitivity to oxytocin or prostaglandin. So these are the risk factors of precipitated labor. For diagnosing the precipitated labor, no specific test is required. As a midwife or obstetrician, they can identify the precipitated labor on the basis of clinical observation. Here I will explain about the management of precipitated labor. It can be mainly divided into two: pre-hospital management and hospital management. We will see one by one. In case of pre-hospital management, the first one is call for emergency assistance. If the woman is not already in a healthcare facility, call emergency service for immediate transportation. Second one, stay calm and reassure the patient. Provide emotional support and reassurance to help manage anxiety and fear. The third one is assess fetal heart rate. If possible, assess fetal heart rate using a Doppler or fetal monitor device. Next, we'll see the hospital management. In that, first one is initial assessment. Rapid evaluation. Quickly assess the patient's overall conditions including vital signs, fetal heart rate and labor progress. Next will be notify obstetric and pediatric team. Alert the obstetric and pediatric team to prepare for potential complications. Administer oxygen. Provide oxygen therapy to help increase oxygenation for both the mother and fetus. IV access and fluids. Establish IV access and administer fluid to help prevent dehydration and support blood pressure. Next will be pain management. Offer pain relief options such as epidural anesthesia or IV analgesics to help manage discomfort. Next will be the fetal monitoring. Continuously monitor fetal heart rate to assess fetal well-being. Here we reach the delivery management. In that, first one is prepare for immediate delivery. Prepare the delivery room and assemble the obstetric team for an immediate delivery. Second one is instrumental delivery. Consider instrumental delivery such as forceps or vacuum extraction to facilitate a rapid and safe delivery. Third one will be episiotomy. Perform an episiotomy to widen the vaginal opening and facilitate delivery. Next will be the post-delivery care. The first one is assess and stabilize the newborn. Provide immediate newborn care including assessment of vital sign, oxygenation and temperature. Next will be monitoring the mother's condition. Continuously monitor the mother's vital sign, bleeding and overall conditions. Third one will be provide emotional support. Offer emotional support and reassurance to the mother and her family. So these are the management of precipitated labor. Here we reach the last aspect of our today's section, that is complications of precipitated labor. This precipitated labor can lead to complication to mother as well as baby. So first we will see the complications of mother. These are uterine rupture, cervical or vaginal tears, postpartum hemorrhage, emotional trauma or lack of psychological preparedness. Next we'll see the complications for the baby. So these are birth injury due to sudden delivery such as shoulder dystocia, intracranial hemorrhage, etc. Next will be the respiratory distress, and last will be the hypoxia. So these are the complications of precipitated labor. Here we can wind up our today's topic, that is precipitated labor. It is nothing but expulsion of the fetus occurs within less than 3 hours of onset of regular uterine contraction. So in the next class we will meet with the prolonged labor. Till that, take care. Bye bye.